kids, I'm sure most of you have heard of the Tooth Fairy. Some of you must have already received presents from the Tooth Fairy in return for your baby teeth, while some of you must still be waiting for your baby teeth to fall so that the Tooth Fairy can come and leave you a lovely present. So today, I'm going to tell you the story of the Tooth Fairy. Once upon a time, a long time ago, somewhere in the sky in a faraway land above the clouds, there used to be a land of fairies, where thousands and thousands of fairies of the world used to live. In that land, the youngest fairy of them all, Tootsie, used to live with her two elder sisters, Elise and Wallace, and her mother, the fairy princess. Now, just like you go to school, the fairies also went to school. But like you, they didn't study English, math, and science. Instead, they studied magic. They learned how to use their magic wands to grant wishes, how to be invisible, how to use their wings to fly, and to practice their magic tricks. Now, Elise and Wallace loved going to school. They loved all the magic tricks and they did it very well. They were very good at it. But Tootsie was not. While everybody studied, Tootsie would sit and giggle and play games, and she would look outside the window and she would daydream about flying off to the faraway lands to be with the little boys and girls. Her mother, the fairy princess, was very concerned. So one night, when Tootsie was sitting by the window and staring at the stars, her mother walked in and she said, "Oh, young one, why don't you practice your magic tricks? Have you seen your sisters? They are doing so well. You can fly so well and you can even become invisible. Why don't you try harder? I'm sure you can do much better." At this, the little fairy said, "But fairy mother, I don't like doing any magic tricks. All I like to do is to fly away to these faraway lands to be with the little boys and girls. Oh, I love to see them laugh and play and sing songs, and I love to listen to their stories. You know, when they sing, my wings start to flutter, and when they dance, my feet start dancing. Oh, I really like to be around them. Do you know, one night I was visiting these faraway lands and I saw this little girl. She was just going to go to bed when her tooth fell off. And she was so frightened. She was going to cry. So I quietly crept up to her and I gave her a little kiss on the cheek. I could tell she was feeling so much better. It gave me so much joy to see her happy. But I don't want to disappoint you. Is there something wrong with me?" "Oh, dear one, there's nothing wrong with you. I am not disappointed. I promise you, I am going to find a way to make the best use of your magic." The little fairy Tootsie felt overjoyed at this. She was so happy to hear that. A few days passed, and the fairy princess got all her daughters together to ask them what was that special thing that they wanted to do to make the world a better place. Elise said she wanted to change the position of the stars in the sky and make sky look really beautiful. Wallace said that she wanted to spread love all around and make the sparks fly. The fairy princess was very proud of her daughters. She clapped her hands and she told them how important their job was. And now it was Tootsie's turn. She was really nervous. Her sisters had such good answers and she didn't know what to say. So when fairy princess asked her, "I want to," she really couldn't come up with anything. So the fairy princess came to her rescue and she said, "Tootsie, you already told me what you want to do. You have a very important job in mind. So just like you wanted, you will be visiting the faraway lands each and every night to be with the little boys and girls, just like you wanted. And when these boys and girls are growing up and they start losing their baby teeth, you will be around to make their experience magical. These little boys and girls will slip their broken tooth under their pillow, and you will creep up to them every night without them noticing, and you will leave them presents in return for their tooth. And then you will bring those teeth back to the fairyland and you will throw them in the sky where they will turn into millions of stars. So you have the most important job of them all, because Elise can then reposition these stars as she wanted. And a part of the childhood of these children born out of love spread by Wallace can always remain in the fairyland. So children, that day, Tootsie became the Tooth Fairy. And she was overjoyed. She got what she wanted. So now you have a very good reason to take care of your teeth and brush 2 times every single day without excuses, because Tootsie always comes and she checks her tooth very, very well. If the tooth is nice and shiny, she would leave you a big present. If the tooth is not that shiny, maybe you'll get a smaller present. So you decide whether you want a big present or a smaller present. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I will be back soon with many more stories. Till then, keep brushing your teeth without fail. Bye.